the line. Let's get it. Who's ransom? Come on. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye.
Hey boys, it's Doc here, and I've made the journey out with my partner Darin to come visit a dear old friend of the Platinum Jets. We're sitting here with Steve Chipman at the Birchwood Automotive Group headquarters. We've been involved in a lot of big projects over the years, and the last couple of years we've highlighted for you on video the big dollar donations. Much nearer and dearer to a lot of our hearts are the so-called grassroots organizations that we work with and support. One of them that we've been supporting, I think now, Steve, for maybe 20 years.
Pretty close, yeah, I gotta be, yeah.
Is Steve's drop-in center that he runs in the core area. And the very first time our guys walked into that room and saw the need that was there and the work that Steve and his friends were doing blew us away. So we've established a long-term once or twice a year where we go in, we actually ahead of time, we cook the food, and then we go in with prepackaged lunches for vast amounts of people. And it's one of the most rewarding things that I've done as a Platinum Jet. Steve, how about you tell us about your drop-in center and how this started?
Well, it's not my drop-in center. I think it's the Immaculate Conception Drop-in Center. It was started by the Holy Name Sisters, 45, 50 years ago. And my wife and I got involved about 20 years ago. Our son was doing Christian service at St. Paul's High School, and part of it was to go out and work at some sort of community organization. And I don't know why he picked that place, but we got involved, we drove him there, and now we're volunteering, and it's been a really rewarding experience. I remember at one of your golf tournaments, you guys were kind enough to give me an award for community service, which I was found strange because I'm from St. James, and and you are in St. James right now, right? So it was tough for a North End guy to experience. But I said at the time there was a need, and the guilt, or we're blessed.
Yeah.
Kevin, we are so blessed what we have. And so just to give back, and there's a guilt thing to do it first, but then I've developed friends over it, the people from the community, people who live in that area. We're at Austin and Euclid. We kind of touched that whole area, and it's changed how I look at people. And anybody who ever works there, and you've been there, it just changes you.
Yeah.
I know that Ned brings boys in from the hockey team. The Raiders come in, they do a Sunday as well with a meal. It's morphed and changed. Before we would serve a meal in the hall, and we'd have 200, 250 people, mainly single men from North Main, that area. But it's all changed now. After COVID, well, two things changed. One was COVID, and the second thing is that Salon Mission used to be closed on Sundays, and now they're open for a Sunday lunch. So it kind of distracted some of and we do a lunch every Sunday, 40 weeks of the year. We go from the Sunday after the September long weekend to Father's Day. Usually the Father's Day is or the second last Sunday in June, before the long weekend. And with cooperation through the parish, Immaculate Conception, as you may know, it's a Portuguese parish in the area. And so they've been gracious enough over these years to allow us to use the facility. But since COVID, we started serving bagged lunches and passing them out the door, and our clientele has, one, doubled, and two, completely changed, because now we're getting families. Now we're getting moms coming with their kids. We give them a meal, they take home, they're prepackaged. I think you boys brought 550 meals in April for us. You're cooking hot dogs, you load them up with wagon wheels and apples and oranges and some water. It's been great. So. And there's certainly a need. Over the last 4 or 5 years, again, and even this year, we used to be about 400. Now there's 550 people. We served over 20,000 meals this year.
Wow.
To people in need. Yeah. And, there is a food shortage, and the cost of food.
Yeah.
And we're just there trying to help people. But you get to know people's names. You talk to them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of these people now on my first name basis. They've been coming back. They're regulars. And they're very grateful, very appreciative.
I really noticed that when we were out, and it's been a while since I've actually made the serving part as opposed to simply cooking. Get pretty tired after cooking 400 hamburgers and pretty covered in
And
grease,
smoke,
believe me. But what was really striking to me was the families and the children. That was really,
It's changed.
that one really hurtful to see that, but happy that we were able to provide them at least with a good meal for that day.
Right, right, for sure. And when we started there, people would come in the hall and they'd line up. They'd come in an hour early and they'd be just all standing in line. So we converted the service, and where we served people sitting down. You may remember that people used to come, we got everybody to sit down and we served them a meal, which was certainly more respectful. And now we're back to a lineup, and I'm trying to figure what's the best way, how to do that. But we say the doors are open at 11, well, people are there at 9:30.
Yeah.
Like, why are they coming at 9:30? And part of it's community. They're with their friends, and often they don't have a lot to do either, so they come.
Yeah.
If I said we were open to 10, they'd be there at 8:30.
Yeah.
But it's been certainly a rewarding experience.
Yeah.
We got about 10 or 15 people from the community who on a regular basis volunteer. Then there's some longtime volunteers, just from people I know or people you meet and come. We get some high school students that come through their service, whatever they have to do at school. It's, I think we have about 40 volunteers. We have a quasi-schedule. Some are alternating every second week. Others just come when they can.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that our hamburgers and hot dogs combined with wagon wheels and fruit is a highlight compared to soup and sandwiches.
Well, people like the hamburgers. They love the hot dogs.
Yeah.
When you give them a choice, I say, guys, hot dogs or hamburgers, they would prefer that for sure. We have about 25 different groups who bring a meal.
Yeah.
There's some churches, and it's mainly, as it started out as a Catholic organization, but we've expanded, and it was part of the problem with the Catholic Church, and most churches, is a declining population. Yeah. We've had, over the years, churches just drop. We don't have enough parishioners. We can't afford it. It costs now about $1,000, roughly. I'm sure you spend more because you provide more, but basically about $1,000 a meal.
Yeah.
That's my ballpark figure. We had 2 new churches this year, but we lost 2. So
yeah.
It's an ongoing. We could always use more. If you guys want to do another Sunday and spread your Grassroots some more, we'd be glad to have you.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason we're here, because one of the final questions was, is there any more that the boys in the room can do to assist you in this most worthwhile cause?
Well, if you want to do another meal, that'd be fantastic. You know what? I know it's fun. You're in somebody's backyard, you're cooking, flipping hamburgers, you're having a great day, right?
There might be a beer or 2 involved for breakfast.
Well, I remember Caesars for the golf tournament, so I thought everybody serving those. But we're always looking for toothpaste, soap, socks. That kind of just basic toiletries.
Okay.
One product the guys are going to, is women's hygiene products.
Yeah.
That is in short supply,
yeah.
and it's expensive. But there's some ladies group that provide that, but like just basically soap and toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, body wash, anything you want to do, a sock drive,
yeah.
anything like that, we make sure it gets out into the community on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We're just distributing it.
That's great advice, because I am going to be reaching out to the boys with this video going, okay, there is more that we can do. You personally and the company have been huge supporters over the years, and we appreciate that. As a matter of fact, you were the first one on board when we announced that Sleep in Heavenly Peace
You're right.
social.
Right, yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but we raised $30,000 that one night. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic success, and reaching out to community groups like yours, the Grassroots, is important to me and the board.
Right, and we're in the North End.
Yeah, yes, you are.
I know when the first time guys came down, they came in the Immaculate Conception Hall, the guys going, I was here for a social. I said, I've been here for a few socials too.
I don't come out this far very often. I actually have my passport in my back pocket just in case there's a security check.
Well, you go about 1 kilometer, not even 1 kilometer further, just go down the next light and you're in Headingley, so you're in a different territory altogether.
Steve, thank you.
Hey, Kev.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, Doc, great.
Yeah.
Thanks again for all you guys do. It's